Thank you, Aljan. I hope you guys learned more about memes, I guess. And with that, we have our final presenter, which is Will, and he will carry us on with more memes. Thank you, Will.
All
Round of
right.
applause. Like, I don't know if you want one.
No, thank you.
Okay, for sure.
All right. Hi, everyone. My name is William. I am a fifth-year CSC major, pronouns he, him. And today I'll be talking to you guys about meme stocks. So what is a meme stock? Well, a meme stock is basically any stock or any businesses really that go in value due to a social collective rather than a business practice. So these stocks usually come from somewhere. A collective of people who are like, hey, just for the memes, let's bump up the price of this stock. These usually stem from a subreddit called Wall Street Bets, which is a subreddit filled with people who like to degrade themselves uh, just for memes, basically. Now, the most notable meme stocks that are around are GameStop, AMC Theaters, BlackBerry, Nokia, and although it's a cryptocurrency, DOGECOIN can be considered a meme stock. So let's go a little bit into Wall Street Bets. So Wall Street Bets, like I said, is a subreddit that strives on degrading yourself for the memes while basically gambling on stocks. So here's some terminologies that you would see in Wall Street Bets. The first one are apes. That's basically anyone who's an investor. So they consider themselves apes because apes like to travel in groups. Together, apes are strong. And if you hold together with everyone, you're going to strengthen the stock, basically. The second terminology we have is my wife's boyfriend. This kind of sounds weird, but the reason they use this is because uh, if you are trying to give financial advice about stocks, you and basically are manipulating the stock market, you can get into legal trouble. So they usually say, oh, my wife's boyfriend's the one who said to do this because he's rich. He knows what to do. Now, another terminology we use is diamond hands and paper hands. Those are how we distinguish the investors. Diamond hands are people who usually buy a stock and hold on to it in hopes that it will rise up. Paper hands are short-term investors who believe that, hey, I'm just going to make a quick buck, but it ruins the whole collective. Now, the end goal for Wall Street Bets is to get tendies, chicken tenders. We're not too rich to get like steak and lobster, so we want chicken tenders. The other terminology you've probably seen a lot is to the moon. That's basically the goal we're reaching, the heights. The moon is our end goal. And the main reason why we buy stocks, why we do this, is because we like the stock. Okay. Now, here are some rules that come with Wall Street Bets. So you would always want to buy your stocks low and hodl, basically hold on for dear life. Whenever you see a dip, don't worry, it will always come back up. And remember, apes together are stronger. Now, like I said, the end goal is to shoot for the moon. And the last point I would like to make is I do not provide financial advice. I just like the stock, so I don't get into any legal trouble. Now, let's go into some key events in meme stock history. The most notable one that everyone probably knows is the GameStop short squeeze when GameStop shot up. So let's go into details about what a short squeeze is. To know what a short squeeze is, we need to know what a short is. Sorry, this is actual economics and financial lectures. So hopefully you guys learn from this. So a short basically is not holding onto a stock for a short amount of time. What a short is buying a stock or borrowing a stock from someone else. So say I want to borrow a stock from Ian and I sell his stock for $10. Now I have to pay back Ian's stock. So what shorting does is I hope that the stock goes down in price so I can buy that stock for say $7 and give it back to Ian. So I make $3. Now what a squeeze is when the opposite happens. So I sell the stock for $3 or $10, but the stock goes up in price. So it's basically squeezing out money for me because say I have to pay $15 to buy that stock back and give it to Ian, I lose $5. What happened with GameStop was Wall Street Bets saw that brokers were trying to do this. And as a collective, they were squeezing these shorters or these hedge funds out of billions of dollars. Now, another notable event that happened was the trade restriction of January 28th. So basically what happened was many people who trade these stocks use retail or commercial brokers like Robinhood, Webull, TD Ameritrade, and Charles Schwab. What happened that day was right when the stock markets opened, they closed trading for those stocks. What that basically did was any common man who's investing in stocks cannot trade or sell, but it allowed still for bigger corporations to do it. So many people speculated the reason for this was because, at least in Robinhood's case, one of their biggest financial backers was trying to short GameStop. So this led to a whole congressional hearing and multiple class action lawsuits against Robinhood. The last event I want to talk about is the rise and dip, basically, of Dogecoin. As you can see here, you can see how much Dogecoin has risen and lowered. This is due to different supports, like it raised when Snoop Dogg supported it, Mark Cuban and the Mavericks supported it, Elon Musk and SpaceX supported it. Now, when you see at the peak where it's around 70 cents, it dipped a lot because Elon Musk, don't know why, went on SNL and called it a hustle, basically cutting the price in half. Now, here's the big thing that everyone wants to know. Can I make money off of this? Can I get a lot of attendees? Well, let's take a look at these two graphs. We have one graph from GameStop, the meme stock, and one from an actual stock, Disney. Now, if you look at GameStop, you can see multiple fluctuations. When you look at Disney, there is some fluctuations, but the key point is the graph's legend. So GameStop, the lows that you see there is $5, the high is $350. Whereas Disney, the low is roughly $140 and the high is roughly $210. So there's a lot smaller deviation with a real stock compared to a meme stock. So that's why a lot of people will say that meme stocks are not actual investments. They're just gambling. Now, let's put some actual numbers to this. So this is an example of my investments into meme stocks. So as you can see, it between every couple of days, it would either raise or lower. If you look at the first two from January 25th to 27th, up maybe 100. And 5 days later, I lost half of my money. Then I gained it all back, lost more, and I ended up quadrupling my money. And if you look at May 7th to May 12th, within a 5-day period, I lost over $3,000. So this is why I would say that this is not really a investment. It's a big gamble. Now, let's go ahead and recap what happened or all about meme stocks. So meme stocks, if you're ever thinking about getting into it, this is not real investment. You're just gambling your money in hopes that other people as a collective will increase the price as well. And as you see from the graphs, they are highly volatile. Now, the last thing I would like to point out, again, is I am not giving anyone financial advice, nor am I a financial advisor. So take everything I say with lightly. You don't follow what I do. You can go out and do whatever the heck you want. I am not telling you what to do, so do not sue me. Thank you, and I do not have any time for questions, but if you are curious, you can just hit me up and I'll let you know all my experiences with meme stocks.